Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're taking a look at Goblin Revels combo deck in Timeless format. So this is a pretty popular historic combo. I want to try out in Timeless because we got some new stuff here. We got some Ancient Tombs and we got some Chrome Moxes over the course of the last few months. And I want to try Goblins because this is actually a pretty nasty combo deck where if you land the Goblin Revels, the game could potentially even blow up. Like for example, in our deck, you can go Chrome Mox into Goblin Anarchomancer, and the next turn you can play Goblin Revel for 2 mana, which means if you play something like Goblin Instigator, and then if you cascade into Skur Prospector, you could potentially win the game because now you can play the Horde Master for only 1 mana, which means that now you're gonna be digging a lot deeper every single time whenever you cast a card, since the Skur Prospector is drawing you a card with the Horde Master, and then every card that you play, Goblin Revel, is also giving you another cascade trigger into another card onto the battlefield. And you can just keep doing this until you find a General Crete or Pashalic Mons. Then you can go straight into Krenko, and then if you also found a War Chief, you can create hordes of goblins into dealing a lot of damage, killing your opponent with the General Crete trigger or the Pashalic Mons by sacrificing a bunch of cards. So like I said, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless 3 to show you guys what it does. So let's hop over. Alright, first time trying this deck out in Timeless. I'm actually pretty curious to see what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Eldrazi. Goblin versus Eldrazi. What a time to be alive. Myco spawns. Okay, that's a pretty strong turn 1 start. Ooh, that's also a pretty strong start as well. I mean, I could run this out here. I feel like maybe I should. So next turn we might have Muxus. Yep, we could definitely have Muxus here. We'll see though. No! Oh, that sucks. That was my Muxus, man. That was my Muxus. So what are we waiting for? Ringleader? Honestly, Goblin Revel isn't bad. Goblin Trapfinder's not bad. Obviously, Muxus or Matron's pretty good. Also, really brave of them to be playing Ugin's Lab in this meta. I think we just take the hit, and then we just pray that we get 1 or 2, you know? Okay. It's not the worst that I've seen, but not the best either. Because this is a combo piece. It's not really gonna do anything at the moment. Opponent's very slow. Like, there's nothing on the board, and they're, like, roping. Like, opponent's down 4 minutes already, which is kind of crazy because the game just started. The game just started, man. I feel like blocking doesn't make sense. I think this is the last turn that I'm gonna have, potentially. So we just take it. This is probably my last turn, you know? Okay. GG's. GG's. The Dawn Nasir got me, man. That was a turn. We were about to win. Alright, let's have some Magus of the Moon. But I think that's about it. Yeah, we're gonna cut a ringleader. General Pre. Give that a go. Maybe I should be mulliganing for Cover Revel. Like so. Yup. A little bit more confident now. Now that we have this card. Eldrazi Temple, Temple. Skirt Prospector, sure. I think that's a good card to actually have because of a Skirt Prospector. Okay, opponent has 4 mana. They go with the Sowing Michael spawn. Probably gonna try to blow up one of our lands here. No. Wow. We are taking a lot of damage. So maybe like this is our last turn? Yeah, maybe this is like our last turn here, potentially. So maybe we have to win here. Okay, that's a good card. Oh, that's a really good card. Okay. Yeah, that is a really good card. What should I do? Should I just shove in Muxus here? Yeah, maybe I just shove in Muxus. See what happens. That's pretty good. Let's grab War Chief. All right. So we just want to play our Krenko here now. Sharlik Mons, that's a really good card. Let's actually play this one first. There we go. Play the Krenko. I mean, this should be over, right? All right, so I think like that's probably like what's gonna happen most of the times, but in game one we got our Muxus stolen at the very last minute. We probably don't want to get baited by this, right? Do we? I don't know. Like we got lands, we got am I gonna get baited by this? I'm gonna get baited by this. I am gonna get baited by this. Oh god. The lands are coming. The lands are coming. His opponent has 3 mana. Flesh Raker. I probably just have to go Magus of the Moon here. The problem is they already set up a Glaring Fleshbreaker, which means they can start generating like colorless mana, like so. But we did kind of stop like some of their shenanigans, like strip mining, things like that. Yeah, this is my first time seeing a talisman from opponent also. Surprised they want to trade, by the way. Does this make sense from opponent to trade? They already have enough colorless mana. Do they not? Okay, I think we may have lost the game. We're drawing a little bit too many lands. Unfortunate. I should have mulliganed. This is on me. I should have definitely mulliganed. Sure, I have a lot of lands. Maybe it wasn't the worst thing ever. Because... why didn't they just play the Null Drifter for 7? Yeah... I don't really understand what just happened there. Horde Master. Not bad. Okay, so they found another Flesh Raker. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's surveil into War Chief. I think I can take a War Chief instead of a Skirt Prospector. Sure. Chalice of the Void. Interesting. Well, that's not gonna do anything. I think we just all attack. It's 8 damage. They have to probably chump block with the tokens here. I mean, you just chump block, right? Like, what's there to not? Wow. Okay, we just keep attacking. We just keep attacking. Okay, so they get another chump blocker. Short. Oh my god. Okay, so this is on 3 at the moment, so I have to play it with the Cavern of Souls. Do we just win? Don't we just win here? We get Muxus. Generate 5 dudes. I mean, not Muxus, Krenko. Let's say, okay, so let's say I go Krenko. Create 5. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacking. Opponent blocks 4. They're dead. Wow. What a weird game this was. Alright, opponent's on Giganta. Jund? I'm guessing Jund? I feel like if I'm playing against Jund, I have to be pretty fast. I don't really like my chances with this hand. Mishra's Bauble with the Giganta. This probably means opponents has like Delirium cards, potentially. Stomping Ground. Ragavan. Guess I'll grab Ringleader. Lightning Bolt and Ragavan. Right, pretty strong, pretty strong. Ooh, they even stole a Chrome Mox. Don't want to play it? Short. This is pretty bad. If opponent has Wary Zone Guard, we might just lose the game here. Alright. I think we lost. It's pretty hard to beat a Wary Zone Guard here. We want Magus. Probably Flute? It's either Flute or Unlicensed Hers. This looks like a Gruul, by the way. They're playing Lightning Bolt. Maybe Flute. One Hers. I'm gonna cut a Crete. Trap. Mox. I'm gonna cut a Hordemaster. I think I'm gonna cut maybe even a copy of a Matron. Right, we have a Rebel into, I mean, an Archromancer into Rebels. We do not, however, have an Accelerator here, which is a little bit scary. Because if they go like the same thing again, where they play Ragavan and then zap my Anarchomancer into Strip Mine, that's really bad. Yeah, if opponent has the same start, it's really bad for me. Nice. They didn't. They didn't this time. Alright, this is almost perfect. I would say this is a very, very perfect start. Okay, that's really annoying that they had a strip mine there. Oh man, what a start from opponent. Yeah, that's an insane start because that practically like locks me out of the game if I didn't draw my hearse, that is. Like the fact that they had an ancient tomb, strip mine was just so perfect. Man. Oh, now they're giving me a land. Maybe I want a forest because I have a Magus of the Moon. So what if I just go Magus here? What happens? Let's just play this, honestly. I probably have to do I have to chump block this? I think I can take it at least like another 5 damage. Okay, so opponent stole my Krenko, which is kind of bad. Lightning Bolt. Okay, we have a ringleader coming. Very nice. Oh, wow. Why did my opponent use a Lightning Bolt there? If I want to play the Goblin Ringleader here, I have to play the Anarchomancer. Okay. Pretty good. Do I just win? Do I just win here? Kinda hesitant to get rid of an Anarchomancer here. But maybe it's for the better. Alright. We have somehow won that game. That was a very, very rough start. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, they're... Wow, just that strip mine. I think turn 2 opponents strip mine me. And then turn 3 they went with an Ancient Tomb into Weary Zone Guard. Yeah, that's what happened. Insane. Do I want a surgical? I don't know. I feel like Unlicensed Hearse is fine. They play Boseiju. I think we just go again. Well, there it is. Turn 1, Anarchomancer into turn 2, Cavalry Revel. Stop playing Monkey on turn 1, please. Okay, thank you. Cranko. I kind of want to keep the War Chief for the Cranko, but I don't think I can do that. I think a lot of these cards are better. Okay, just please don't strip mine me. Third time's the charm? Okay. Okay, we have a Disruptor Flute. That's a start. So, I play this and then Ancient Tomb into Disruptor Flute. Okay, let me just think about it. Is Renin 6 gonna kill me? I don't think so. I think it has to be Strip Mine. Like, Strip Mine is the only thing that can kill me. In my opinion. I have to call this, right? The opponent rips land off the top for me. Pretty good. Alright. We get a land as well. Ooh, we get a Magus. Aw, they got a Boseiju. They got a Boseiju. Alright. And then they get Boseiju back again. Short. Brotherhood's End. Okay. The One Ring. Okay. That's also a bit of a surprise. I didn't think One Ring would come out from opponent there. Okay. Muxus is a fantastic draw here. Muxus would be a fantastic draw. I'm not in a good spot, by the way. I need to draw something like a Ringleader, Muxus, Matron. One or the two. We are not in a good spot. It is very, very bad. Ooh. Man, the fact that opponent plays a Brotherhood's End is actually... This is so tough. You know what I mean? It is so tough. And my opponent keeps stealing my creatures. No! Alright, I think we lost. I think we can all agree that we have lost the game officially. So even if he get a Muxus here... Yeah, really rough. The fact that opponent plays Boseiju and Brotherhood's End makes this matchup like almost unwinnable. GG's. Okay, we got Cover Revels. Okay, that's really bad because they strip mined already into a Dark Ritual. Okay. Hope we draw land. 25 land deck. Let's go. All right, perfect. Maybe Alright, I'm gonna set up a Revel here, and then I am going to try to combo next turn. Maybe I shouldn't even blocked. I don't know. Should I have blocked? Seeing another Chrome Mox was actually kind of bad. Let's see what I can find with this. If I find a Trap Finder, I might play the Prospector. It's just so hard to combo here, though. If I don't get a 3-mana card. I think I just pass. Another 2-mana card. Things are not working out. Okay, Horde Master. That's what I'm talking about. If I play the Skirt Prospector into Horde Master, I can't play the Narcomancer. So I have to do it like this. Almost sacrificed the wrong card. Alright. Matron. I think we set up a War Chief first. Makes it cheaper. Then took Pranko. Oh, we got a Matron. General Crete. Nice. Got them. So I think I might want some Magus here. Probably Disruptor Flutes instead of hers, I'll say. And I want more like card draws against that deck because they play a lot of discard spells, right? Something like so. We gotta cut 2 more cards. I think I'm just going to cut a Disruptor Flute and a copy of Matron. So we do have a Cavalry Revel, but our hand is pretty bad. We are 25 land deck though. I did cut a Chrome Mox. It would be kind of greedy to keep a hand like this. Oh my god. Why is it so hard to find a land, by the way, with this deck? Does anybody know? I'm not really sure. What's going on there? Yeah. Let's say, a Strip Mine comes out. I think we just still play a Goblin Trapfinder. Swamp. So they're respecting my 0-1 Paragoy. It's pretty funny. Fatal Push. I think we just keep blocking. Because, like, we're not really losing anything. I'll play this out. I don't want to give them a land with the Deathray Shaman. Where he's on guard. So here, the problem with this is because of the Wary Zone Guard, I have to block, right? And now I'm going to scry. I mean, Surveil. Is a land, but it is a tap land, which I do not like at the moment. Okay. Pass. Yeah, I feel like this deck really wants Cover Revel to be able to compete in Timeless format. Whenever I don't have it, it's very mediocre. You know what I mean? Ancient Tomb. Into one ring. I'm not even sure if I block, by the way. Like double block. Oh, they're not even gonna try. Sure. Bum bum bum. Instigator. I guess we have to play it. I guess we have to play it. Ooh, we got rid of a covered Revel. No. Calling Ritual. So sacrifice 4. So these are gonna die anyways, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, I have to sacrifice a Goblin though. I guess we just... What should I do? Matron? I guess we just have to let it stay because then we get more draws. I don't know. Ooh, that's really actually that kind of hurts actually. So they also get a Shieldred. How are we gonna win? How are we gonna win? I don't think we can play this. I don't think so. We have to chump block 3, right? Tough. opponent goes to a lot of life, 18. Can we deal 17 damage? I just don't think we can. I don't even think we can kill the Sheldra right now. And we're not even gonna have like... this is really bad. How are we gonna win? This is our entire board ever. Another Dark Ritual. Into Grief. Alright. It was actually pretty close. I think we just go again. Yeah, maybe we do just mulligan for Covered Rebel. We are getting into these 0 land hand way too much as a 25 land deck. Wow. Well, I wanna say that I think we got very unlucky this session. Even game 2, we mulligan twice to see more than 1 land. Just kind of upsetting, right? Just kind of upsetting when you get a hand like this. Meanwhile, opponent does this. Know what I mean? It's just not fair. It is not fair. I think even if we get a Cover Rebel down, this is gonna be a very tall order. It is almost impossible to win at this point. I think that much is given. I don't know, who knows? Maybe we get lucky. You know? Maybe we get lucky. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to. They're drawing too much. Alright. I think that is enough for today. Okay, the deck was, you know, it was okay. It was decent at times, but we were also kind of getting screwed by mulligans, I want to say. A lot of double mulligans just to see like one land. You know, this despite playing 21 plus 4 Kybs of Chrome Moxes. We were just not seeing these cards today, which was, you know, very bad. When the Cavalry Revel landed, usually we won, except for that one game where we had to mulligan to 4. But the deck relies very heavily on the Cavalry Revel coming down on the battlefield, which meant that like playing the fair game against a deck that is going to lock you down with strip mines, a lot of times it just doesn't work out because as you can see, our CMC of our cards are very, very high. So I think that's like the biggest problem with the deck in Timeless format. But, you know, I wanted to try it out to see if it actually works. And again, to a certain extent, it does work. Maybe it's just kind of a variance thing today. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.